Hello, Internet and Astra Exodus Public. Scourge13 here, and I'm bringing to you a little bit of a Let's review, a smash between a Let's Play and a review of Astra Exodus, the release version here. Um, it's I don't want to spoil the review too much, but I mean, honestly, I do recommend the game, and I'm making this video mostly as a response to the reviews on Steam right now that, quite frankly, I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, everything's subjective, right? But they bring up stuff that just isn't important to whether or not a strategy game of this nature is a purchase or a pass, to be quite frank with you. You know, they complain about stuff like the graphics, and I mean, I don't know, this doesn't look bad to me. But we'll get more into the game and look at them, and they complain about stuff that's like clearly on the store page, like the battles being in real time when the strategy map is turn-based, and this is bad or something, or they just complain that this game seems unfinished. It definitely needs some polish, and we're gonna highlight some issues here that this current build has, whether so to help inform you about whether you want to make a purchase or not. But as a game, it's finished, it's functional, and it's fun for me. So let's go ahead and dive right into it then. So I'm going to start us up with a sandbox game here. Now I like to start out my games whenever I do a new, like just getting familiar with the systems of a new game. I keep most everything at whatever the developers think is normal. I'm going to make one key change here, and that key change is to go from the average starting position to the primitive one. The reason why is because it'll allow me to show you probably allow me to show you one bug, and it'll show you some of the systems of the game that I don't think the tutorial or Datavids explain. And actually, that might be something that's worth bringing up here. If you click on these Datavids, these are actually like video tutorials. They're quite well produced, and they do have lots of good information in them. But between the non-interactive tutorial that the game gives you and these videos,
Farming consists on the food production through the labor of your
okay,
farmers within your
thanks, lady.
colonies.
I kind of knew that.
Each planet generates.
Um, but I just wanted to give you a sense of quality there. Um, I kind of forgot there'd be talking. I was like, these are well produced. But yeah, they're narrated. They're pretty, like I said, they're pretty good, but there's no interactive tutorial. So if you rely on them, hopefully maybe this video can serve as your kind of more tutorial. So we're going to go into primitive. Everything else is whatever the default is, including the difficulty here. I'm just going to hit next. We're going to go ahead and choose the Terran Republic because, I mean, gotta root for the home team. Except I'm a very aggressive guy, and I do want to show you the customizer. So when I say I'm aggressive, we're going to go straight from Republic here to the Terran Empire. And for whatever reason, this is actually one of my gripes here, is that if we go back here and choose the vanilla Terran race, we get a nice blue color and a nice blue like Imperial shield here. Go to customize, and I'm pink. I guess I don't know. I just don't like pink, but we can choose whatever we want. I actually kind of like this Imperial shield, but we can choose any of the logos that the other races use. So I don't know. I like this one with the nice little blaster and melee weapon here. We can also choose the visual style of our ships, but I kind of like the Terran's default. But you can also change the color scheme by going up and down here. Let's see. Red is a good Imperial color, and this is red, and this is a shade of red, I guess, so we're going for it. Juan Santiago is a strong name, but I know of a stronger one. We are under the leadership of Admiral General Doofus McDillis. Terran, okay, so here's the other thing with this game right now. I think someone just did a simple programming error, and they flipped the singular and plural. So I'm going to work around that issue by making us the Terranese which is, an English grammatical thing that's both singular and plural, so we don't have to think about it. And then, homeworld is, terra, which is, word for earth, and spare, which is word for hope. How lovely. We're going to get rid of these traits. I don't like them. I also want to show you the most of the game as I can possibly in the shortest amount of time possible. So we're going to go ahead and going to choose, where is it? The creative trait. Now this has a Master of Orion type technology system, which every time you advance a tech level, you get to pick a tech to actually apply and research to your empire. And you only get one per tech level. Creative just gives you more options to pick from. The developers explicitly said that they have 5 picks per level. Normally you only get to see 3 of them per game. But with creative, you get... I must be blind here. That's what I get for talking and trying to play at the same time. The focus just is not there. Okay, there's uncreative. It looks vaguely... Oh my goodness. Creative. Oh. Anyway, it gives you an extra pick, so we get 4 out of 5 picks. So the chances of us not getting like a tech that might be cool are pretty low. So there's that to consider. Let's see here, some other good picks. Let's see. I like managers because you get less upkeep. Pretty good for a empire that is, an empire. Warlords, that seems fun, and we get another point that we get to spend. So what's something that is worth a point here? There's actually one that I picked before that was fairly effective. It was tacticians. So I get better construction and better troop initiative, which means that, we'll maybe hopefully look at a ground combat, but troops have initiative, which kind of fills up this action bar, and the higher the initiative, the more it fills up, the more moves you can make. So let's go ahead and say next. Okay, we can pick up to 6 opponents for a map of this size. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do that. I'm not going to pick them because I don't want the symbols to get screwed up. So I'm going to hit Guardians. These guys look cool. Those are pretty cool. And we've got a minimum of 4 races. Let's go for it. Alright, and then it gives you, this lovely flavor text here on the loading screen. If I didn't make the Terranese change, you would notice that the singular and plural Terran and Terrans are mixed up. Probably just a oversight there. But for those of you who care, it's there. It's not a purchase decision, and if you think it is, you're kind of a silly person, quite frankly. Anyway, so here we are. We have the primitive start condition, which means we got jack all. We got 3 colonists, or actually 4 colonists, and that be it. So we're going to go ahead and start researching. And the first thing we need to do is we need to get a ship online. So we need to get an engine, and then we need to head on over to power and give ourselves a power generator, which is the nuclear batteries. So obviously these are the foundational techs here. I have to pick actually all of them in order to unlock the next level. Normally, if you hit average, you will have all of these techs unlocked. But obviously we picked a different condition just to show you. And one of the reasons I'm going to do that, I did that, is because I want to show you ship design and its principles as well. Because even though these are the basic techs, there's enough of them that you may not immediately understand what's going on. Okay, so we got engines. So I'm going to actually fill this queue up here. So we're going to get our ships online in 2 researches, but they'll be unarmed, and they won't be very effective in combat, which is okay. They'll be scouts. From there, I'm actually going to try to get, where is our... Nope. Okay, so I want the colony module, man. Okay, there we go. And so that means we can make an unarmed colonizer. I'm also going to pop on over here and get a constructor module. In case we find a world with a wormhole, I want to put an outpost on that exiting end of the wormhole so that we can get a foothold in another part of the galaxy. That's a trick from Master of Orion. This is a Master of Orion clone. So there we go. So now we've got some basic exploration text on there. Now we might want to think about arming our ships. I tend to go with armor because if we find something and we are still unarmed, at least I can start building new ships that can like defend themselves. By which I just mean they'll last longer before they get popped because they still don't have any weapons. Time to unlock some weapons. So we're gonna go right to the red laser. But here's the thing. So every weapon needs like a companion support item. And so for energy weapons, like the red laser, it actually needs something called the capacitor. We're going to unlock that next. We need those two techs. Then we'll go on, pop on over to the missile launcher. And then we actually need to get the basic hold. This is where we're going to hold our ammo. All right. And then that gives our ship some basic armor and weapons and the ability to fire them. And then really after this point, I don't think it really matters too much. Let's just pick up some other picks here, like the mining and the farming. Probably going to get into ground combat last. Let's get a research lab on a colonial thing. This is just picking the order. Let's go get orbital defenses. Then pick up the infantry. And then pick up a bombardment tech. And I think everything now is selected. Nope. Basic life support. Well, gosh dang it. So I'm going to have to go here and click. I'm just left clicking to clear this out. I need to get this before the other stuff. Okay. Basic exploration tech here. Constructor. In fact, I feel so strongly about that exploration. I can't believe I just goofed over it. Let's get some life support. Okay. Alright. Alright. Colonizer. Where's that at? By the way, I'm playing this after like a 16 hours straight shift here. I can't for the life of me hold a thought together, as you probably can tell, but okay, let's get weapons, whatever. No, armor first. Armor first. Boop. That's the right pick. Okay, and then ammo for this thing, which is the capacitor. And then the other weapon. And the ammo for that. Then it becomes kind of less important. Let's just pick up other economic ones. There's really no, wrong answer here. And the space infantry. Defenses. We're probably not going to build those. I'm a very offensive-minded person, so if they get to my ships, then that means I just didn't conquer them fast enough. If they get to my planets, rather, I just didn't conquer them fast enough. Okay. All that's picked out. Fun beans. Alright, so we dismissed that. We want to build here. This is one thing about the game that is kind of irritating. If I put something here, like housing construction, and I want to specialize in research, nothing happens. But if I cancel this, it'll divert the construction guy into a science dude, or a dudette, as it looks like. I can't actually oh, you can directly put people around, but if I go ahead and I put people in here, oh, well then maybe that was something with a previous version. So probably myself / somebody else. When you click around here, you can't actually, I'm just clicking here. You can probably hear it in the background because of my mic. It's not doing anything. You gotta click and drag. And I literally just discovered that. Literally just now discovered it. But we're gonna go specialize in research for now and get these techs out as much as possible because we don't have anything to build, right? We don't have any ships. What would we build? So yeah, that's basically our first turn. You'll see this message here. We don't have enough transports. It always wants you to have a positive balance of transports, but whatever. You'll also notice here that I have an empty construction queue. This is the other thing that's kind of annoying about the game is, well, two things. I need to look at my notes here. So you notice I put double the people into the research. So if you look at this original, it says Iron Thruster in 16 turns. I move that. Does not. Oh, it does update. This is really turning into a review in which I think I have flaws, but they don't have any. It might be if you do this way. Yes, so it's only this way. Only the way I was doing it. So if you do it this way, it updates. When you do it the other way with the focus, it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, so that's still a problem. So be aware of that. If you click and drag, it'll update, but if you do the focus, it will not. Okay, and the other thing, man, I'm gonna keep clicking on the screen here. Is the empty build queue here. All right, now watch what happens. I'm gonna hit end turn. Okay, turn 1. And it put some random project in there. Which on one hand means that you're not ever going to waste any production that you're getting. On the other hand, I would like to choose it or have the option of not advancing the turn until I choose something. But whatever, we don't have anything to do. So, and this is maybe another legitimate criticism. If you start a primitive game like this, games like Age of Wonders and Age of Wonders Planetfall, every turn is busy. You start with stuff, even on the lowest settings, and you can immediately start exploring, and you can start fighting battles and stuff. No, like you pick the primitive start on this game, you're not doing jack all, except for like queuing up research and just hitting end turn. So we're going to just kind of wait, and we wait by hitting end turn. So here we go, guys. Buckle up. We're going for it. 16 minutes in, we're finally got our first tech. All right. Iron thrusters. But we still don't have a ship yet, so we got to keep on trucking. Now we are going twice as fast as we would before, and now we've hit the event that is not the best. We have an extra person, so we're going to go ahead and manually put them on food, and we're going to keep on trucking. Swabang! Okay, so we got now our generators and engines. We can start finally designing our first scout ships. We're going to leave it on the smallest class. Now, you actually have all the classes of ships unlocked at the beginning of the game. So if you want like a massive scout ship that'll take forever to build and fly, you can make yourself a Titan scout ship. But we're not going to do that. We're going to pick the shortest design, smallest design rather. We're going to slap our engines on there, put the power on there. Fantastic. We're going to call this a scout. We're going to give it a tactic, which is disengage. So you can order your ships in a tactical battle and tell them what to do. They will ignore their pre-designed orders. However, if you want to make sure the auto-resolve goes smoothly, give them the right kind of tactic here. Disengage just means this will run away if I auto-resolve. There's assault, which is just like, full steam ahead, and it'll just get right up in the grill, regardless of weapon range. Engage is actually the best one, where it'll try to get all the weapons to fire on the target, but it won't, race to its own destruction. And then harass is an interesting one. It's kind of like, I would recommend it for carrier ships, because you can put some long-range weapons on those, and this will try to maintain bombardment range. It'll just kind of circle the battlefield as it sends and replaces fighters and bombers in the battlefield while keeping its long-range weapons on target. So that's a good for carriers or maybe artillery ships, but engage is probably actually the one you're going to use. I can't think for the life of me think of a reason to use assault, to be honest. It's there because, it needs to be there. Like, you can make a brawler type ship, but I just, when I play these games, I personally find brawling as a ship design to be very ineffectual. Not just this game, but any other game like it. It's just kind of silly to have a get up in your grill type ship when it's probably better to be a little more tactical than that. Anyway, we have a ship now, so we're going to cancel whatever this was, and we're going to go ahead and make a scout. Now we can actually rush build it right away. That's not an ability we need to unlock. You just get it from the beginning of the game. You click this itty bitty teeny weeny little button when the amount of credits here is, at least as much as what we have in the bank. We're going to get this puppy out immediately. Also going to build a freighter fleet in the queue because that's message is annoying me. And it is good to have and do it because we wouldn't know what else we were going to do. We don't have the range, quite frankly, to visit every star here, so we only need the one scout. And so a freighter is more productive than, going back into the housing project or whatever the heck it was. Anyway, starship built. We don't have enough transports. We're going to get that message addressed. Yeah, left click on this little buddy here, and just like in Master of Orion 2, you scroll around and you're going to find something within range. You're going to right click it, and away we go. So a few turns later, have we discovered something cool? Oh, man. Yes. We don't have enough transports, but we found an orbital terraformer. So each one of these events has a cool little like hand-drawn message. You know, very retro, very artful. You know, people keep lambasting the game as having bad graphics, but this is what? Anyway, so this is kind of telling us that we found something. I've never actually discovered this kind of thing before. Okay, so it just basically made a planet into an ideal planet for us, so that's nice. Which would be this one. Cool, and it's the... This is actually probably the better one, a 10 population normal swamp planet. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers when they get free terraforming. Then we kind of mouse around here. We're looking for things in range of our home world, and that's the only thing. It's not the range of the ship, it's the range of your empire that is being tested. So, like, we can go down here, even though it's a shorter distance, or longer distance, rather. Yeah, so that looks like... Yeah, that's it. So, like I said, there's no reason to build another scout. We just can't go places. We just don't have the ability to go. So let's go on down here. And then we're going to wait a few more turns. Then we got the life support tech, which means we do get some extra range on our ship. Good. Okay, now here's time for the first bug, probably. You have heroes available for hiring. Okay, sweet. Let's click on that. Nothing. Nothing here. Fantastic. We'll dismiss this. And then now we'll click on the actual hero that generated, and... Oh, look, it's actually in a queue that I could hire, and ooh, I can actually hire him. I'm not gonna do that because I need to show you this bug. So I'm gonna click that away, and then I'm gonna hit end turn. It says I have heroes for hiring, but oh no, I've permanently lost my ability to hire that dude. So that's a bug. The devs are aware of it, and no, that's what it is. It's not a deal breaker for me. We're just stuff like that happens on release all the time. But we are going to get this thing that we need to dismiss, and we get an extra laborer here. Do I want them to do something? Not really. I kind of want them... Actually, let's speed this up. Kind of want them here, now that we don't have any construction. Alright, so we're going to get even more science. You have found a splinter outpost. So again, this is actually an event I haven't seen before. So we're going to dismiss that. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and click this and see some lovely art and read some things. Bravery has always distinguished us, but maybe never as much as today. Okay, and so we just basically get a free colony there. Fantastic. It is a colony, right? No, it is genuinely an outpost. Okay. So an outpost is just something that extends your range. It's not actually a colony. So we get 0 people here. And that stinks because we can't even claim a useful world. Got several colonization options here once we get it. Okay, so now we can go actually a lot of places because of the tech and this free thing. Let's go ahead and just keep doing like the core of our worlds here. Okay, like we're never gonna get that hero again. So we're gonna have to wait until a new hero generates. Alright, so we have the colonizer tech is done. Let's go into designs. And now the computer is going to start having designs for us. So I'm going to go all the way up here. See, there's already a design here. Simply called the Fortuna 1. If I click on it, it tells us over here that it has a colony module and nuclear batteries. And it will disengage. So there's really nothing else to do with this. This is kind of the optimal design for this stage of the game. So I'm just going to rename it Colonizer. And just hit save. Now this creates 2 designs. I'll delete the vanilla one just to keep our thing sane. And gonna go here and get rid of this. See, it's just some kind of random project and not even, you know, related to. Just kind of picks one. Okay, now this is going to take 180 turns, which we can't really afford. So we're going to put something into construction. It's going to slow down our science, but we're actually going to go to, and you can see there's diminishing returns, right? So that's 48, it's 180, 48, a lot of savings there. 30, and not really a lot. 23, so it counts less and less. Whereas research will be a flat number of points. We're gonna go ahead and keep it at 2, though. I really want to purchase this early. But to do that, we need to make some progress on it and get that cost down. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and just kind of let things develop now. Oh, okay. So we got a battle here, a slave ship. So this would be nice just kind of see what the battles look like and get some graphics there. So we're going to click on the battle here. This is the thing, the screen before the battle. We're going to go ahead and do tactical combat, just giving us an assessment of their health and armor, and it looks like something already damaged this actually. Huh. And their shields, that's a mite of a lot. Let's go into tactical combat here. See what that's like. Now by default it starts at slow. You can pause it, or you can turn it on slow. Slow is like half speed. Normal is normal speed. These are 500 seconds, which is what, like 8 minutes and 20 seconds. But you can see it's already, I haven't given any orders yet, and it's already trying to run away. It's turning away. And you look at these graphics, and there's nothing placeholder about this. That's what something that somebody said on the forums, and I'm not affiliated with the dev team at all, but I mean, to call stuff like this placeholder, ouch. I mean, these are clearly whether or not you like them, I guess, is an opinion, but this is something that somebody put effort into. It's not like a floating post-it note, which is what real placeholder graphics are, and like this is just an art style that maybe you don't care for, but to call it placeholder and alpha, oh my god. People they just want to bash something, I think, or they don't like something and they want to bash it. This is fine. Look at the effects here. This was worth the money that I paid. Okay, and it's gonna warp away, so I didn't end up making any orders. We'll get into a battle here before I conclude this little review. We're 27 minutes in. First battle ran away. It does kind of take a while for my liking for it to realize that we left, but we'll accept that. So now we know there's something there, and there is a planet here worth taking, right? There's a 15 size normal Terran planet that we would love. And another planet here, actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, all this stuff is pretty normal. Man, that would be a great planet. That's larger than our home world. Alright, so we were defeated here. We're retreating. Retreated our first galactic menace, so you get some artwork here and some flavor text. Slave ship encountered. That just brings us back to there. And we'd explored that star system. So we're going to retreat. And, man, I really wish they'll fix that message in the next update. The heroes available for hiring. One of our fleets has arrived at Spare. Okay, and we'll just don't have the range for that. Go to men up here. Bring on the men. Let's see how our construction progress is doing. Okay, it's only been a few turns, so didn't really make a lot of progress there. Waiting for things to happen. And this is that's not really the game's fault. I remember I did the primitive start with that. We don't have the option of designing things right now because we need to research them. Don't have the option of colonizing something right now because we need a colonizer. Those are all things that we'd start with if I did a different start. So don't necessarily judge. I just wanted to show off the several bugs with the research and the ship design and well, there wasn't bugs with the ship design yet, but that I know of. But the bug with the hero thing, because this seems to be like an edge case. The developers probably felt that. Or just missed the bug because they felt that if you had a hero, you'd have techs already that would have a huge income, and you could just plop a hero down immediately, and they just missed the fact that message is linked up funkily. Okay, this was explored. Anything cool here? Okay, nice Terran thing. We got a wormhole we can discover. Let's go ahead and warp to the end of that and see what's out there. Because after our colonizer, we'll probably build an outpost maker. Now, this is actually another annoying thing. Got this thing all the way on the other side here. And I can't actually click on it because it's too far over to the side, and also because I deselected my ship. So maybe before I criticize the game, I should probably do it properly. Okay, so yeah, see, it's too far over, so you gotta zoom in. Very kind of annoying there. But yeah, okay. Okay, we've got our red laser. Oh, wow. All right, so we discovered something great over here. We got like 5,000 points of science. Maybe not 5,000, 30. All right, so that was worth 3 techs worth. Holy moly. Once again, our scouts are proud to report. Okay. Cool stuff. Good art here, I think. We got all these things here. But we need to start over at the basic capacitor. So I think it just kind of randomly chose what in our queue it was going to give those 32. I think it had just worked out, and we can look at the video later, but I was going to get the red laser anyway, and then it like picked 2 techs from my list that I didn't have yet to apply those research points to. So, cool. I mean, that saves us a lot. Or maybe I'm reading it backwards. We were actually developing that, weren't we? It completed the colony module and then went down. So okay, so it didn't choose it randomly. I thought it was because I read it backward. Red laser we were not working on. Okay, all right, that's good to know. All right, see, I am a doofus and I am not thinking clearly because I work too much. Okay, don't play enough games. There we go. Okay, so now we have what we can do to make a basic warship, which we're going to do. All right, and again, it's going to start giving us designs here. Gave us this design again. That's kind of obnoxious. Didn't actually give us... Okay, so it gave us a Minerva here. Okay, so that's the constructor ship. Again, I'm just going to call it, builder. Disengage, save it, and delete the generic one, which apparently doesn't really do anything. And then we're going to go to this Vesta here. We're going to create a new design. Going to do red laser. So this is another thing here too. Got this legend here. So we got main grade and light grade on this one. So these are like different turret sizes. So light is, smaller than main, then heavy, and then massive. So this only has the lighter turrets. All right. I'm going to slam our ions on there. Going to put our defense module on there. And we're going to put nuclear batteries. We're looking over here. Okay, 2 of them are needed. But then we need a capacitor, which we don't have unlocked yet. So that is why you don't leap into the design. I'm going to accept that we need to get rid of that. We need to... how that ship is doing. Okay, so we just got back to our side of the galaxy. Time to explore more? Question mark. Okay, can go there. Okay, and then you often get these advisors that will tell you things. Like they notice that we have like hundreds of credits left, but we're saving up for that colonizer. So it wants us to spend those credits or reduce the taxation, but we're not going to do that. We're going to keep trying to grow. We have research now that's trying to tell us to do. We should do the star bases. I've already gotten like what I feel is like a fairly optimal starting collection of text there. And they have fleets. It's like we need to build more roar ships. We don't have any. Okay, then we have another government suggestion, and it's just going to kind of cycle through these, right? You can turn these off in the settings here. People complained about that in their reviews as well. I turned off the tutorial. Got the help tips that I have on still because I'm not crazy familiar with the game. Show advisor notifications. Nope. Can get rid of that. Okay. Waiting for things to get started. And let's check in on our thing. We can buy it now and save like 9 turns. Okay, and because we can do that, let's go ahead and drag these folks down here. Get our research back to crazy. Okay, and it's telling us that this fleet is idle, but also colonizers. So we need to figure out where we're going to colonize. Honestly, Home Mom seems pretty good. Ordonez is pretty fantastic also. Fairly large planet, low gravity. Okay, just kind of making a decision here. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go with the swamp ones, though. I don't know why. I wish I could tell you. I just feel like it. Get a larger planet, even though it's probably the worst pick. You can tell me if you're an expert at Master of Orion and or Astra Exodus. How badly I messed up. Okay. The Serpent system has been explored. Let's go ahead and check that out. Oh. Both of these options are clearly better than the thing I just did. But, you know, them's the breaks. I'm very decisive. So that's the other thing, too, is, like, I can't, like, now there's actually a tech in the game that will address this, but, like, I can't give it a new order now that I've sent it off. Do I even have access to that? Just out of curiosity here. I can't remember for the life of me what it's in either. What tech grouping it is. It doesn't look like it though. Ah, here it is. Yeah, see, I could get this tech. Oh, but there's so many other ones. The terraformings. Oh. And the accuracy bonus. Oh, that's gonna be a real nail biter of a decision there. Okay. And then, yeah, basic capacitor's done. Now let's design our ship. Holy moly, Vesta. No wonder there wasn't a new design there from the computer, because it was not ready. Okay, armor. Don't forget armor. Don't forget weapons. You can also do it this way, where you kind of cycle through. It kind of starts on one turret, but you can... There we go. And let's get our basic capacitors in first. So we need so many charge. We need 10 gigawatts. One capacitor. Nuclear battery, 2 of those. Okay, and that's the best that we can make this little ship. It's already on engage, so that's great. We'll call it, the beamer, because it's a beam weapon ship. Bang, and it has a 10 might. Usually, I think it has around 8, but we have that perk that gives us more firepower. So let's go ahead and now select a few beamers here. We're going to send out like a fleet of like 5 ships to go deal with that galactic menace. Oh, are we like going to run out of food? Yeah, we were probably going to run out of food. Okay, 10 turns per ship. This looks like it'll be a lot, but we'll get another pop before too long. Wait for things now. Alright, we've finally arrived in Home Mom. How many turns is it to here? Ooh. Nah, it's just probably better to just pick the best world out of here. Is this the best one? What is the best one? Probably the largest one, right? The 10 of the swamp. Okay. Bang. Alright. And now you'll see that we are actually trucking in food and materials for this planet with our freighters. So we got 5 and 3. Nice lightning storms here too. Like, that's a nice touch, I think. Again, the graphics on this game are not bad. And we don't have any buildings that'll help anything, so we're just going to sit here and farm and grow naturally. New colony established, okay. And then there's again, this is an empire, thing, so we get some nice art here. we don't have idle fleets anymore. That doesn't exist. And then that fleet doesn't exist because it became a colony. Okay. And now we also get, like, you know, additional range with which to explore. Okay. And the colony Terra has gained a laborer. See, everything's fine. And we're going to just kind of put that guy over here. And we still are making more food than we're consuming. So, you know, we're making progress. We're not going to need 30 turns to make that stuff. Okay. An operative is available to hire, so we can finally get rid of that message. Maybe. That's 130 here. All right. Let's do it. Let's hire a leader. If we discover another player, I can then show you what that looks like. But this review has been going on for a while, so I want to keep it at least around an hour. And yeah, she's going to be idle for quite a while. Found an industrial derelict. I haven't found this one before, so I don't really know what it does. Okay, so it created the starship for us, so it's on its next project. And it's also going to choose that one. It's going to pick that one too. So that's awesome. That was very much... Now there's actually, I lied. There's different missions here. These are the actual tabs here. I think somebody, when they reviewed the game, kind of missed those, you know, UI things. So counter-espionage. But here's the thing. Like, counter-espionage to me sounds like, you know, you would deploy them in your own empire, but you can't do that. So, like, she's just going to be idle for a while until we discover another player. Alright, so we got 2 of our 3 ships ready, and we're just going to... Okay, we got 3 of our 3 ships ready. And because we did that, we didn't advance our tech very much. So we're going to go ahead and put this here. Them all into science. We're going to smash through. We're going to get as many... We're going to try to get the basic hold up. Okay. Okay, now we've discovered... Oh, I haven't been exploring, have I? Probably not, no. How? Sorry if you heard that. I just moved my knee and that popped. So this is our first diplomatic interaction here, but we happen to have a spy, so we're gonna do some spy type things with them. But you know, this is the religious cult trope here. And where are they at? Where did we encounter them? Oh. Okay. Not quite sure where they came from. They're out of our range. Oh, that's why we weren't exploring. We had already hit our limit. Well, kind of. Okay. Well. We finally made contact. Another, you know, art thing. Great. And then you can bring up this thing again. I like the animation here, the Starlink corruption. I don't know if there's anything we can do to clear that up. Or maybe they just want that to give some kind of animation to this. But again, the art here is pretty nice. I don't really think it's bad. Okay, basic hold. Alright. So, time to design some ships. And as you can see here, you know, it wants us to make whatever the heck this is. I don't know why it gave us a one with a hold. Probably as a supply ship, actually, to escort our ships, but not going to do that. No, I want to do to get rid of this one. So this is their attempt at a ship here. It has rockets on it. It's nice, I guess. But I'm going to leave the beamers, and we're actually going to go up to... Again, I'm not sure what the difference is. It doesn't really delete those ships, so that's a kind of a problem there. Mars, Virtus. We're not going to build a big one. Let's go with the. Neptune here. We get a couple of nuclear missiles on these ones here. You'll notice that you don't get nuclear missiles here because, again, according to the legend, this is a light mount, the green ones. And these are micro ones, so we just don't have any weapons to put here. Alright. Gonna fill this out. And then we're gonna put our engines on. Our only defense module. We're gonna get our available charge and required charge up. Ordnance are there. Let's go ahead and do 2 there. Then hopefully we can... Yep, we got it. Can we even do that? Looks like it. Okay, everything's good. We got plenty of ammo and plenty of energy. And yeah, gauge. This will just be a destroyer. And we'll save it. And we're gonna start pumping these puppies out. Cancel that. Let's do 3. I want to take on that. That thingamabudger. Ah, yes. What are we doing? Keeping you idle. Not playing very effectively. So now we get an actual target here for our counter-espionage, if you wanted to. We'd have to cancel her to get her back, but let's see if there's anything like more fun, like hacking. Let's see what we can get through hacking. You get a variety of things through hacking. Sometimes I've gotten techs, other times I've gotten, I think, money. So, oh, we got a laborer here. So, actually, I needed to... Okay, there we go. 14 turns. Again, this will develop at such a rate that... We already got an operative, though, so I don't want that. But now it's going to spam us with this message, and we're not going to be able to hire him ever again. Okay. Oh, we're just waiting for things to happen. And finally, this planet grew. And yeah, so we kind of want this actually to complete now, because that'll give us another pop when it's done. So this is a pop independent of food construction and growth. That's the benefit of this. In fact, all of these are, instead of putting like a fraction of your production towards things like in other games, once these little projects complete, you get like, just 15 research points. And this will give you just 60 credits, and this will give you 1 extra pop. Right? So that's cool. Okay, we got research lab developed. We can put that puppy on our home world. I'll just put that in the queue here. And that's the other thing. Like, you can't just click here to put things in your queue. You got to actually hit the button like you're going to cancel it. The cancel button's here, so you can't. Anyway, add that to the end of the queue. Okay, we actually aren't making any money. I'm going to go ahead and... okay, our operative is ranked up, so we can add some experience points there. And see, now, this person's there again. I can actually hire them. I mean, I can't because it's too expensive, but, yeah. This screen is hooked up right, but if we click this message... Oh. Okay, I guess it's just inconsistent. Whatever. Norma has been explored. Very bad system. Thanks, Norma. And nothing named Norma has been good. Is this why? Oh. I know why. They traveled through this wormhole. And that put their ship, for some reason, in our sensor range. Okay. So, okay, still not enough money to buy that out. Incoming message. Formally proposes for a mutually beneficial transaction the following terms. Exchange missile launcher technology for the Tech Colonial Factory. So, I've already developed some things beyond what they want. Sure, actually. I'll go ahead and take that. We're out of each other's range for right now. There's really no reason. We failed to hack them, so now we're going back to transit. Now, I've noticed that sometimes Guardians of the Seed, so they've already discovered another one. Request audience. So we're a trade partner right now, so they didn't actually discover our operative during that time. But sometimes they will, and you don't get a notification for that, by the way. And that's another gripe I have about the game. You know, again, not a deal breaker. I'm gonna go ahead and save the 3 turns here. But yeah. Just kind of chilling out. Oh, we're losing money. How are we losing money? No, we can't be losing money. We need to be gaining money. Okay. So we're actually give her a different mission. To be a stealer. Let's see if she can steal us some cash. The Yippee star system was explored. What does this give us? This peculiarity. That's what their planetary spec. Ooh. It's just a straight up 25. Colonize that because it's not the best for us, but it's also not terrible. Okay. Only have one planet that can do that. I do want to do the battle before this video ends, though, so I'm going to go ahead and queue up a colonizer, but leave it for later. Okay. Coming communication. Non-aggression treaty. Why not? Okay, and then you can see, look at their posture change. Look at that. That's great, isn't it? So, you know, they're starting to like us now. So, yeah, fantastic. Governor Sputini here. Definitely a nod at the Jawas. Do I want to hire them? No, I can't. Sorry. I'm gonna have to dismiss that. We've just stolen 100 credits from them, though. Now, do we get discovered? Yes, we did. So, no, they don't like us so much anymore. But we got 100 freaking credits, which is fantastic. We could hire that governor, but I would rather spend it on the ship. Speaking of which, I think yeah, passed this up here. This is it's good here. An ocean world. I haven't seen one like that yet. Okay. Now... really no way to get anywhere here. We could get to Gabby and see if they've established a colony. Might be useful information. Let's go back to Yippee. Yep. Doing here. There is no like global queue either that I can see. I can't really check in on the projects. Okay, this is idle here. Let's see, hacking, counter-espionage, sabotage, assassination, demolition, rebellion. Hell, let's steal some more, right? Got a new laborer here, so you know where they're going. Straight into construction, okay. Save the 5 turns. Alright. Our fleet's arrived at Yippee. Alright, and boink. Under xenobiomass at Gabby. Let's gain resources overnight. Fantastic. Cool. Yep. That's as far as we can take it. Alright. They haven't established any kind of colony that we can tell. We're done scouting. We just don't have the range, and we're too busy researching other priorities. I guess we'll just hang out here. And, you know, let's see, what do we have here? Sign an open borders treaty. Sure, why not? And then they like us. But, they're not going to like us so much after we steal from them again. Assuming we are successful. Terra does not have enough food. Okay, so... Here we are. Just gonna go slower, I guess. Ranked up. There we go. What do they want? Sign a trade commission. Sure. And now look, aren't they happy? Just share star charts. Okay, so we actually got their star charts. Excellent. So we've made contact then with all these other things, but they have been prolific here. They don't have any other. They have one other colony. They've been over here. So how did they get there? Interesting. We've explored the whole galaxy. Ah, I know why. The reason why is because they have that starting tech benefit that reveals the whole galaxy to them. So that was actually quite the get for us, and I just got an achievement. Okay, cool. But now we have contact with everybody in the game. That's fun. Yeah, we've already done half of that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Actually, what's our ratings here? Now it's not a surprise. Oh, score is second, third in population, third in research, third in credits, third in materials. So you can see that it's all related to population. But we're first in might. Like I have the best fleet, which would make sense because I've been pretty much pouring everything into that. You might actually have to wait for that ship to. Oh, we failed. Okay, and we're just gonna chill out there and just kind of wait. We don't have enough transports, so we can't truck in enough food. We're just gonna do that. Let's go ahead and just keep at it. The admiral is available to hire. How about this? Oh, nope, that's the wrong. That's not a. Let's see what benefits does he bring to the table. Engineer, starship repair. That's kind of a crappy thing. I'm gonna pass on that. As far as I know, there aren't any innate bonuses to having an admiral. Just whatever their bonus really is. Okay, so we actually have our Star Destroyer ready. Let's go have a battle, and then we'll leave it there because, quite frankly, you've already seen most of the game here. Except for like ground combat, but I'll do an update that's edited and less flow of consciousness later. Sign a research sharing thing. Sure, why not? Yep, good. Okay, come on. Okay, space battle. Now, we have a might of 132 versus 245. So this might still be kind of a wasted moment here. We've got way more armor than they do, and way more health than they do. So we'll probably carry the day here. Okay, so we're starting on the slow speed. We could pause it, but why do that? I'm just going to tell everybody to attack. So right-click you guys, and we're gonna blaze on in here. We're going to hit the boost engines just to make things go faster. Let's go ahead and set the speed up to normal. You usually start far enough away that if I wanted to change the maneuvering or the positioning of all these guys, I could. There isn't like a fleet deployment option that you can, like in Sword of the Stars, where you can, in the strategic turn, set up the battle formation and then go into the tactical battle with that formation. But I don't know, they give you enough time here. That'd be something I wish they could add, though. So that's something that I think is Again, not a purchasing decision type thing, but you know, a thing that needs to be improved. All right, bull beans. You know, again, the graphics look like, it looks like it's like a damage marker there. Did we take damage from something? No, not that I can tell. Let's see, is this the stats of this decreased at all? Oh, I do hear weapon firing actually. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they launched probably volley missiles at us and I just missed it or something. Okay. And, you know, here are the actual particle effects of the... Okay, so they're firing particle weapons. I'm going to juke them, or try to... Ooh. Ooh. So we're getting Rochambeau'd here. You boost the engines and get out, and he's drawing a lot of fire. Okay. Oh, I don't like that big, huge red thing that was there. Okay. Okay, so he's now focusing on someone else. Whom I'm going to direct to kind of run away here. Okay. It's focusing on that other one again. So we're kind of juking him a little bit. Yeah, the shields are down-ish. He's boosted them. So each little defense thing gives you like a special ability. Except for armor, apparently. Or at least the generic armor. So he's got like some kind of shield boost associated with that, whatever shield he's got there. This ship is not long for the world. That's got a Hoyt. But it looks like he's missing a lot, see? Getting a fair bit, actually. This one was taking the brunt of his attacks. And we can't see his stats, but it looks like we are getting damage done. Actually might run out of ammo. Oh, that one was getting fudged. Okay, so it's broken. Yes! Okay, and we won. So, and again, the auto-resolve was not going to give us that. Like, we kind of had to do it. But, you know, there was limited tactics there. I ended up saving one ship, mostly because I could have saved that other ship, but I just was not paying attention. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. We sacrificed a 35 might ship for, you know, getting this access to the system. And there we have it. So, I think that's enough for you to make a purchasing decision on. I might do a different video later, but I want to thank you, and have a great evening, day, or whatever it is when you've watched this. Thanks for seeing my unstructured, rambly thoughts. Bye-bye.